The crew worldwide, from Cali to Twitter, real hardcore fans, boxing ass niggas, consistency cops, police the views, we'll pull up receipts for any debate you choose. Shout outs to Clan Archie for the dope production. Ring gang stay with the best discussions. Ring Gang Radio.
Other fights from this weekend, of course, was the World Boxing Super Series card in New Orleans. Yes. That card, overall I thought was excellent. However, the one thing about the World Boxing Super Series that I don't like before I go into the fights is the fact that the U.S. World Boxing Super Series cards, I don't know what it is, but I don't know. I mean, the promoting for it, I don't understand why it's not filled. If you watch the other World Boxing Super Series cards in other countries, them shits are lit. They're lit as fuck.
Yeah, and it really feels like an event. But I feel like when they do the shows in America, it feels like an event that they're trying so hard to make an event for maybe a handful of people. It's just a crowd. The liveliness is just not there. But the production values and the lighting shows are top notch, A1, and the fights are usually good too. But for some reason, you just don't have that atmosphere. It's having big fights without a big fight atmosphere.
Yeah, and this was a problem in season 1 too, because they had a card in Texas and they had a card in New Jersey, and yeah, the Texas one was actually pretty decent reaction wise. But the New Jersey one was not. Even though fades happened on both of those cards, and it continues with this season, and it's just it's a shame too. It's I think it's the Sarlin brothers. They need to get somebody. They need to find an American liaison or something to help, or to help with the promoting and stuff like that, because I should at
least local wise something.
Yeah, because New Orleans, it's one thing to do with the Orlando card, because the Dorticus in there. In that card, both of the fights were excellent. But New Orleans, with Prograis, is one of the biggest upcoming stars in boxing. Yeah,
you have something from the city on the card, so it's and you're in the tourist area, just like they were with Orlando. Y'all just can't promote an event the week of the fucking fight and just hope for the best. Especially when you got local attractions that are world class, quality, and you're fighting tournament style. I'm just saying, get y'all shit together. That's all. Boxing deserves better. Louisiana deserves better. Regis deserves better. Y'all niggas do
exactly. There shouldn't be no fucking 1,000 fans, give or take, up in there in an arena that can fill up up to 5,000 or whatever. Because you could tell them lights was you could tell them shits was dark because there was no seats, and there shouldn't have been.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah, exactly, and that's for a program. That's for a local boy, and the fights themselves.
They came out for his fight on ESPN earlier this year.
Yeah, they did. Yeah.
So it's y'all just seen the prototype right before y'all had this shit. So y'all already seen the potential, and it's y'all should have really, went to that next level the second time, because Terry Flanagan is a world-class fighter. You're former champion. So it's not like you was bringing in a jobber or nobody.
Right.
Come on, boxing deserves better on that one. Y'all niggas get it together, man. What you said, Sauerland, WBS, whatever. Y'all niggas get y'all shit together.
Exactly. And like I said, the World Boxing Super Series fights on this card was excellent. The first one was Ivan Baranchik versus Anthony. Can you dig it? Yig it? Some shit like that. That fight was brutal.
Dig that eye.
Yeah, and this is where Yigit fucked up early because he went and slugged it with dude. early, and that's how he got his eye fucked up. He got his eye, and then when his eye was too fucked up, he had to go for broke because in
at that point, at the end,
in Belichick though he was fighting dirty as
fight. After the third, fourth round, you knew where the fight was going, and I like how you brought up the whole dirtiness because I think dude ended up getting a point taken because the ref was like giving him chances, like all that rough shit, man. Fuck out of here.
Yeah, like the nigga was like he was bending the dude over, had his forearm across his neck. Or my favorite one was he did that, and then afterwards gave him a fucking rabbit punch. And I'm like,
he was hitting after the break, like all that shit. Like, dude, like we know you're a beast. Like we know you're better than this guy. Like, come on, man. Like you ain't gotta do all that. Like, and if I'm in the ring getting that type of shit, then I'm gonna be on my dirty shit too. Then fuck it, like.
Yeah, but I think at that point, Gidget's eye was just too gone. And
he was just trying to survive at this point, and to his credit, he went out like a G the whole time. Like he always was in there fighting and in the trenches.
Yeah, he was landing that left uppercut pretty regularly on him. Like he was landing him side. Like they were clean uppercuts too. But I just don't know. Like either he didn't have enough pop or just simply this, he probably didn't have enough pop to dissuade you to not like come forward like he was coming.
But when you throw that uppercut, you need that hook to come behind it as well, and maybe
right.
And get it off like.
Yeah, and he was like throwing like one punch at a time at some points too, and you're not gonna beat Belichick that way. And I think they stopped that shit before the 8th round, and even then they were like, even then, it took them a while to make it official to stop the damn fight.
Yeah, they could have stopped it around the 6th,
Up
there with Vargas with the Shane Mosley fight. I think it was the first one. Mm-hmm. You remember how Fernando Vargas' eye was looking like?
Yeah, it was like someone put like his eyeball and stuff like that, and just it was
like Sloth from the Goonies.
Hey, you guys! Rocky Road.
Like niggas looking like creatures, like perfect Halloween. But I definitely see both guys in the ring again. They put on a good fight.
Yeah, I know. And Belichick, he advances, and I think that he faces. Who's he facing in the next round? Does he face Relic or Prograis? I think he faces Relic. So I know. Let me do a quick check on that. I'm trying to remember who he faces in the next round.
Josh Taylor still got to fight. Like his fight got to come up, right?
Yeah, that's this coming weekend.
Word.
That's what it is, though. I'm thinking it's Relic that he faces in the next round. World Boxing Super Series. He faces. No. Actually, he faces the winner of Taylor Martin. Go figure.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so he faced and then the next person we need to talk about, Regis Prograis versus Terry Flanagan. Prograis will end up facing Relic in the next round. But that fight though, I was expecting blood, an ass whooping, a knockout. I got 2 out of the 3.
Hell nah, like I knew Regis would dominate, dude, but not to the level like that where it was like, damn. Like, Flanagan did his he let Regis know he wasn't in there, with a punching bag because he was landing his left hand, and he was getting a few shots off every now and then to make it semi-competitive, somewhat, but. Prograis, he just showed people he could box, and he pitched damn near a shutout to me, and he dropped them. Like I felt like I remember I said Regis is gonna knock him out in the 7th round, But in the 8th round, it looked like he was, right there about to, send dude to the next life.
Yeah, because Flanagan was in trouble.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, Flanagan was in trouble. I was like, shit. Like, because Flanagan's a tough guy. So I always say, like, his chin was good. But, I mean, it wasn't even, like, one of those really wind-up punches that I usually see Prograis go. Like, it was just a counter over the right hand, I believe.
His power is boom. And,
yeah.
And credit Flanagan, he went the distance. He survived off of that, But it was a good fight for Regis.
Yeah. It showed that there was levels to this. Like he wasn't he wasn't gonna go through like he had been doing before and just like try to mow these niggas down. Like he showed patience. And that was the type of performance I was looking for. So yeah, man. Like
I feel like he could have showed I think he could have went for the knockout if he really wanted to again after the 8th. But he just, took his time and, he didn't take his foot off the gas or anything. Like, he still had that same type of performance, like, throughout the whole fight.
Right. Yeah, he definitely did. It was very consistent. Like, there was no drop-off in any type of, in his work rate.
No andradism,
Yeah. Yeah, it was just a steady ass whooping.
Yeah, exactly. And, I like to see that, like, steady. I hate seeing performances where somebody is clearly levels above a nigga and, the guy never tries to close a show. He falls apart a little, makes the fight a little too competitive at the end. That type of shit. Like, if you're better than someone, you either dominate them through and through or you dominate them and get them out of there. Like, you can't just be better than someone and just dominate for a couple rounds and show you're, superior and then just fade away and be like, you don't give a fuck. And then, you get a scorecard of 116, 112 when you should have a 118, 110 type shit.
Right. Yeah, man. It's just like, and then Prograis, like, he learned, man. Like, and he, like I said, so I'm definitely interested to see what he can do in this next round because he'll be going for a legit title. Yeah, it'll be a legit title. Yeah.
And I think the Flanagan win is really going to prepare him for Redlick because Redlick got like a similar style to me, and I think he's more gutsy than Flanagan.
He also has power too. He has legit power.
Right, like he has more pop in his punches too. So I feel like if he could tame, the way he tamed Flanagan, he's gonna need that type of patience, to really put his boxing strategy on Redlick. And then, I know that he could turn it up on Redlick as well. And so that's gonna be a good ass fight too. Fuck all that. Like the 140 division is coming together nicely during this whole tournament.
Yeah, especially because after 140 kind of had its little drop off from its prime period, where a lot of the 140 of the previous era are now at 147.
Yep.
And which segue.